What's up guys, Mitchell Watts, Town & Country TV, and today I've got a very exciting video for you. This is a custom one-off built Black Widow F250 that we built specifically for a customer. First up, let's talk about the wheels and tires on this Black Widow. This specific customer did not want to opt for the normal 6 or 4-inch lift kit because he's going to have a lot of clients getting in and out of the vehicle. He wanted something that was manageable for him and his customers. So what we opted for is actually a Fabtech Leveling Kit that is able to meet 35-inch tires. BF Goodrich, actually. They're 35.5 almost inches tall, roughly 1250 wide, but it's a 325/60 R20. And speaking of the 20-inch wheel, it is a Black Widow custom wheel. The only way to get these wheels is to actually buy a Black Widow through Southern Comfort, through your dealership or whatever have you. So yes, I'm very, very excited about a leveling kit for the first time I think ever, because really just this whole truck just kind of fits together. Next up, one of the things I love about this truck is the front grille. As you can see, this is typically a chrome front grille. What we do is we take it, sand it, and we repaint it to match the rest of the truck. White platinum is the name of the color. In addition to that, you'll also notice we completely replaced the front bumper. And so normally we would just put a powder coated front SCA Performance front bumper on it, but instead what we've done, because the customer requested it, we actually sanded it down, we've painted it also to match the rest of the truck. And speaking of this front bumper, you'll also notice that this stinger up front is actually removable. So you have an actual seat, you can actually unbolt it if you want to make sure that you have full clarity, full view of that front facing camera. I almost forgot one of my favorite features of this new truck is going to be the hood accents. So as you can see, the rest of the truck is a solid white with a black theme, but this customer opted for this custom set of hood graphics. Once again, this whole truck is kind of a one-off piece, and so that's one of the reasons I'm just so excited about it. And I'm going to talk about the one-off here in just one second, but let's do this. Let's walk around to the back side of the truck and we'll show that to you, and then we'll wrap it up with some inside shots. As far as the back of the truck is concerned, the customer really liked the look of a specific truck that we'll talk about here in just a second, but what we did is we put a rear vinyl applique on the back as well, just to kind of break up that solid white look with the white and the black. We also take the rear bumper, completely take it off, sand it, and repaint it just like the front to match everything on the truck, so you have white platinum or black all the way around. Moving on to the side of the truck, I do want to talk about, this is my favorite feature of the truck. So the customer actually had reached out to us, was looking at the Roush Super Duty. So once again, Roush is a fantastic company. We've been doing business with them since like 2001, so I have nothing against them. This is not a Roush versus Southern Comfort, but the customer saw the Roush Super Duty and had really good inspiration about buying that truck. He wanted to buy that truck, but it just wasn't right for him. So what he decided to do was to go with the Southern Comfort Super Duty this time, and what he wanted to do was he wanted to put his company's logo built into the rest of what was a Roush style of a graphic. So what we did is we reached out to Bobby Coleman at Southern Comfort. We custom built everything, custom designed everything. We came up with the renderings on the truck, and this is actually what we came up with. So the customer's company is actually Indigo Fluids. They're a chemical manufacturer here in Alabama, and I'm going to tell you, if the company is run as good as the person that's buying this truck is, I mean, just quality human being. So this is not a plug for Indigo Fluids. I guess it probably is, but good quality people at that company. But anyways, I'm kind of getting off track. But the thing that excites me the most is this looks like a customized truck. It looks like it's a one-off truck, but at the end of the day, it's also a rolling billboard, but it's not gaudy. It looks good. This is a great job from Southern Comfort on completely putting something custom together. One of the last few things I want to talk about on the outside of the truck is going to be the fender flares. So these are a set of Bushwhacker fender flares that were installed by Southern Comfort, but one of the things that I like about what Southern Comfort did is attention to detail. They actually powder coated, or I guess they painted, every single one of these little bolts to match that black and white theme. So a great point of touch, just to, you know, add a little bit of flair to it. Now let's talk about the inside of the truck, and you really can't talk about the inside of the truck if you can't get in it. So Southern Southern Comfort has actually installed these amp power steps, which really work well as far as the Southern Comfort Super Duty goes, because typically when you're installing this on a 6 or 4-inch kit, it makes a really big difference. But let's talk about the inside a little bit. First thing you'll notice is this is built on a Lariat chassis, so it's automatically going to have the leather installed from the factory. Heated and cooled seats are going to be standard in this trim level, and what I like is Black Widow is actually stitched into the headrest, and it looks really nice. And I've seen these things 5 and 10 years later, and they still look very good. It's a proprietary Black Widow logo that you can't get unless you actually buy a Southern Comfort. So kind of neat little touch there as well. So as far as the Black Widow is concerned, they do a lot of different things on the inside of the truck that make it stand out. So what they do is they actually disassemble the dashboard, they disassemble the center console, and they actually take it and they sand it down and they repaint it high gloss. Are you seeing a pattern here? We wanted to do high gloss on the inside and we wanted to do flat black on the outside. So it's kind of a nice little contrast there. They even take these bezels around the dashboard out, they sand those and repaint those as well. So once again, just all about attention to detail. And then even on the center, or on the handrails for the door, those also are sanded and repainted. Next, I want to talk about the instrument cluster. Southern Comfort actually takes the dashboard completely apart and they reinstall the dashboard with this new set of Black Widow gauges, and they look very nice. The best thing about it is it's not gaudy, it's not over the top, it's just the right amount of customization that really set this truck off to let you know that you're driving something completely different than what the average Joe drives every single day. Now, you guys have seen the Rigid Industries LED front light bar, but what you haven't seen is how it's actually wired in. Southern Comfort puts these very nice looking front switches so that way you can control all of your aftermarket auxiliary lights. Now, the reason that they do this is because this particular truck is not equipped with the Ford factory upfitter switches, which would be located up here. Now, if it was factored in with those upfitter switches, Southern Comfort would obviously put the wiring right into those switches. And there you have it. That is our quick review of this one-off Southern Comfort Black Widow. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and you're feeling like being awesome, make sure to smash that thumbs up button. If you'd like more information about how we can custom build the truck for you specifically, I'll have that link down in the description. And then also, if you're not following me personally on Instagram, what are you waiting on? My handle is Mitchell S. Watts, and I'll have that link down in the description again. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that little notification bell if you don't mind. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Have a great day.